What's going on, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today, we were trying to record a Mr. Negative video. It's a list that I've been super excited about and wanted to share. But for about half an hour straight, all we versed was Leech players. Now, if you know anything about Mr. Negative, absolutely gets washed by Leech. It's a really hard time. So I put that video on the shelf. I'm going to come back and record that one a bit later. But you know what? Today I decided if I'm getting leeched, why not leech our opponents? But I'm going to do it in a fun way. So we've got a LeechJaw deck, which has got Leech in the list. And the list is really enjoyable to play, actually. And actually works really well when your opponent is playing Leech too, because you can just roll Leech things into LeechJaw, potentially get some better stuff out. And also Infinite in the list is great into Leech as well. Now the deck is really based around either things that you want to roll into LeechJaw or things that you want to draw from LeechJaw. And if you can get that mix really right and you can draw well, this deck can feel super oppressive, especially with the Leech in the list. Now, do I love Leech? Absolutely not. It's not. I think it's an anti-fun card. But sometimes when your opponents are beating you down with something, why not return the favor? So stick around, check out the gameplay. We had some fun with this one. I'm going to take off until the next video. I'll catch you then. It's got Lizard over in Hulla. Okay, sure. I don't want to stack too much power. I mean, maybe we just never draw Mjolnir or Jane Foster, but I think I'll do Dracula over here. We can't contest what he's doing over there at this minute. So we'll do this. This might just be a 2-location game, like where we just play 2 locations. Okay, with that, we actually might be able to play more. I think 100% we leech. It's just, obviously we leech, but do we play... He's going to know we have Infinite, Doom, or Magneto, which is kind of fine as well. We'll do this one here. I think we're steering clear of Hala. I think we have to. Leech. Dang it. The Mjolnir. Really needed the Mjolnir there. This doesn't do us any benefit to play this out. Oh, it does actually with Dracula. So, actually, what are we doing? We just play Infinite here. And we just say, Dracula, you've got a decent shot here. So we play Infinite. I think this is the best spot for Infinite too. Real shame we didn't play Thor last turn. We probably could have and should have. Is this a Doom maybe? A Magneto. Doesn't pull anything. We do get the Magneto discard anyways. So very nice. Alright, so for this one we have Sokovia. Lose our Wasp, which is kind of impactful. I was gonna play our Sunspot until we lost our Wasp there. Keep our hand as small as possible, not the big stuff.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
Electro actually ain't bad with LeechJaw. Not actually bad. Okay, Jane Foster's kind of fine, right? We'll play away from Sakaar. I guess pulling probably Jubilee Thor, probably the best for us there. This could potentially be a Galactus though, we've got to be aware of that. The Electrode into Wave, so could be sketchy. If it is Galactus, it's in my interest to do this. I'll do this. If it is Galactus. If he plays Galactus on Sokovia, we're in some trouble. We're in some trouble. Okay, so it's Doom. So it might just be a ramp deck. Okay, now things get really awkward for us. Because I picked it to be a Galactus. Like an egg. But I mean, we can still win. Vision, okay. We got some big stuff to roll into. Big stuff. Log up this location. Ooh, and then into the Leech. Brutal. So we might have actually just won it with that roll. We roll into Infinite or Jubilee here. It's a 50-50, and it's the nature of playing the deck. So we got to do it. We got to do it. Sometimes lucky. Sometimes lucky is all I can say. If I didn't have anything to roll into Lockjaw, I'd hold Sunspot there. But because I have Jubilee, I'll play Sunspot on the board. We do lose our Chavez, so that's kind of fine. I mean, Chavez often not getting played out on the board. It's usually just something you roll into from Lockjaw or whatever other path you go down. We do lose our Thor with Sokovia, which is a little awkward, but I mean, drawing Wasp right off the top there is great as well. We are going to max out this location with Jubilee roll, but we have an incredible things that we can roll into. Like, there's so many good things we can roll into here. Okay, so we get Magneto. He's got the hood there. Just depends. Do we want to do this now? Because we might be arrowing next turn. I'll do this now. I think this is fine. Arrow off the hub's kind of cracked too. We can potentially shut down like a Shang-Chi or something. Okay, kind of awkward we rolled into that. Won't lie. Definitely could have got infinitely more power there. There's infinite. I think we're going to do this because we're going to try and stop him carnaging here. We could actually make him carnage here, which destroys his demon. So I think I'll actually do this. Oh, okay. Very interesting. So he's got... Has he destroyed enough? He's destroyed one card. Curious. Dracula just kind of feels bad, doesn't it? Slightly awkward turn. I mean, Dracula either ends up the same as Doom, worse than Doom, or better than Doom. I think I'll just do Doom. I think Doom is just fine. This is just death. Arrow, so Doom does not respect Arrow, so you love to see that. We get the trifecta. Perfect. Mine, okay, we're fine with skipping, no problem. Do we want to Lockjaw on Monster Metropolis is the question. We have lots of our big stuff in hand, which is a real shame. But we do have some key cards that we can roll into potentially, like Leech. We could roll into early on. We can roll into Jubilee, which not that good. But Dracula would be actually probably one of the best rolls that we could have. Do we just throw it up to chance? We do have Jane Foster in hand, so maybe this is actually just a better playline with Thor.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Jubilee here could roll into lots of different stuff. Many of which I'm okay with, a few that I'm not. But I think Jubilee here is just not a good play. This guy didn't play the Collapse Mine. Leech is actually perfect for us. Absolutely perfect. Is he planning on playing Destroyer next turn? He could play Destroyer next turn. So we're going to get Chavez. Our final turn might just be Magneto. Does he lock down this lane? Just plays Captain America. Curious. So he can't play Destroyer this turn. A very curious turn. Oh, our hand actually fills up with Jane Foster. Didn't think about that. So this rolls into Dracula or Chavez and buffs this location, which is pretty good. And then we can just play out other cards, like wherever we want. It doesn't really matter. The other play is we just do something like this, which is evidently just more power, I think. The lucky roll onto Dracula and then another lucky roll onto Infinite's just a little too high rolly. What am I doing? This is just more power if I do this. So we'll do this. We'll do this. I feel like we've got this one. Maybe not. Unless you can flip this location. Oh, okay. So he does play a Cosmo, which is good for him. But we are going to get this out because Magneto wasn't going to move anything anyways. And we just play the Nexus and we get the win. So very nice. If we do get Thor. Got options. Double Lockjaw seems chaotic. Double Lockjaw, Double Jubilee sounds even more chaotic. But why not? Why not? Still do have decently sized stuff in our deck. Kind of annoying that we have Leech in hand though. But I mean, we'll roll this. I think we'll roll this for now. It makes playing things onto the board later awkward. But, I mean, it looks fun, doesn't it? You got to experiment with this. You got to experiment with this stuff. So we're both playing Lockjaw here. He's got Thanos Lockjaw. Rolls into 2 1 drops. So that's interesting. We can just leech him here. This kind of kills his hand, right? Depends how many cards he plays out now, actually. But he has a full hand. Just see. Sinister London with Thanos decks is awkward as well, for sure. I think Leech is just a play here. We have decent stuff to roll into. Some better than others, for sure. But we could have also played with potentially just leeched on Vormir and gave us the option to play their next turn. Maybe that was the play. I think we're dooming next turn though. It feels like a doom play. I don't know, we'll see. He only plays 2 cards, so 5 cards are going to get leeched here. We roll into possibly or definitely the worst card we could have rolled into. Anything would have been better than that. Arrow. Okay, so he's way ahead. He is absolutely way ahead right now. This is the awkward part with this deck, when you draw all of your big cards. And I have Lockjaw on 2 locations, so it makes it even more awkward. But I think I just have to roll with Doom. He leeches us. So we're not going to win middle. We're not going to win left, actually. Are we actually, potentially, Jane Foster? Wait, what is this? No, we're not going to win. A Doom was indeed the play. He, I would say this was a fortunate roll over here, though. He, his Magneto went to the location, so I think... Well, I mean, he would have won here anyway, so I guess he just rolled better than us. Stuff and kept in our deck for Lockjaw, but maybe it's not a Lockjaw game, you know? Okay, it's got a really good, he's got a really good start to the game. Kicking off his Deadpool Destroy early. Jubilee, we do have good stuff in our deck. If we do roll into Doom, super, super awkward. Makes me kind of want to just play Dracula. Dracula might scare him off from playing in Space Throne, hey? The other play is that we do Thor now, and then we can potentially just... no, I think Dracula here is decent. Is it decent? Let's get out Dracula. I think if we roll Doom, it's too scary. Okay, the Beast seems a little curious, but I get where he's going with this. I do get where he's going. So we did draw Sunspot, which makes me happier to play Jubilee. But we could roll into Wasp, Lockjaw, or Doom still, which is pretty bad. Like, any of those are really quite bad. I really want to leech him next turn. I feel like I really have to leech next turn, so I'm going to do this. He gets the Carnage. Okay, so he's got a really big Carnage here. And he's got a big... Now, I'm assuming that Leech works with Deadpool. Like, I think that's how it works. So we'll do this. We do have some good cards in hand for Dracula, for sure. He's going to get all of this off. It's almost like he had the perfect hand for what he was trying to do here. I think we abandon Space Rain. I think we kind of have to. I'm going to hit his hand with Leech. I don't know if that actually affects Deadpool. I'm not certain either way, to be honest. So is he got a Zola? Zola's potentially leeched. We have Doom, Lockjaw, and Wasp, so Jubilee ain't good. We just pull it mid. I've got to think that he plays mid, right? Pull everything here, maybe? He's ahead. I mean, I don't know. What does he do here? We just get the retreat? Oh, the Leech must have really killed him. Classic Leech game.